Hey friends, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you all how to achieve one of our very favorite hairstyles that lasts at least a week and a half. So I like to start after I wash Maya's hair just by putting her hair in 4 braids. This is an easy way to stretch it without requiring any heat. I do the braids the previous day after washing her hair. This also makes it a lot easier for both of us to break apart wash day and styling day, so we're not spending hours upon hours doing her hair or just kind of, sitting in one place. And so in order to achieve the blown out look, all you got to do is brush out the hair. Sometimes if I'm doing a specific style that I want it to be really stretched, I might blow dry on low for a few moments. But for doing 3-strand twists, this is perfectly fine. And I always like to start by sectioning the hair into several different sections so that it's really manageable and I'm not getting sections mixed up or getting it tangled. And so I'm starting by doing some half circle parts. I've never done these moon parts or half circle parts. There's a few different names for them. And I just wanted to do something different than our normal square parts. I think that these look really nice and I've never tried them. So I'm going to give it a try this time. I'm going to start by applying some twisting pomade. This is a brand that I like. I'm not crazy about, so I'm not going to really talk too much about it. But in order to start, all you're going to do is take the very far left strand of hair and pull it over to the right. So the very far left goes over both strands to the very far right. And you're just going to keep on going. Really important to just keep it nice and tight and not do it loose and then kind of pull it tight. And so you keep doing this all the way till you get to the very bottom, and then I'll show you how I prevent it from unraveling once we get to the bottom. I will note that it is super important to keep the hair detangled the whole time and keep it smoothed, and so that's why you'll see me brushing her hair a few times while I do each twist. Okay, so once you're at the bottom and you have about 2 inches or so left, I like to combine 2 of the strands together and then do a 2-strand twist until I'm as far as I can pretty much twist with my fingers. I'm applying a little bit of mousse. You can do water as well. I just want to use up this product that I have left. And then I twirl it with the end of an edge brush. You can also just do any sort of fine tooth comb. And so I went ahead and did as much as I could in the morning until we wanted to take a lunch break. You can see I did the half moon parts and I am sort of bricklayering it. I know these aren't squares, but sort of putting one in the middle and between 2 so that they're falling in the middle of each other, if that makes sense. Instead of doing them right on top of each other, I'm doing a layer, and then the ones above are offset so that once you do the twist, they're able to fall in between the previous layer. So once I am at the very top of the back section, I notice that these are not going to be perfect because I have a straight part that's separating the front and the back. So that is totally fine. I think that's what I really like most so far about the moon parts. I feel less pressure to make them really perfect. I just want them to be around the same size as the rest of them. And so I have 3 sections up here. I'm going to make sure to do the twists just as I've been doing before, making sure to keep the twists nice and uniform and tight, and also detangling as I twist. Also going to re-emphasize that it's really important to twist all the way to the bottom and then use water or some sort of lightweight foam to twist the hair with a fine tooth comb. This is really important so that the twists don't come unraveled. And so I am all done with all of the 3-strand twists in the back, and now it is time to move on to the front. So I like to get Maya involved in her hairstyles, asking her some simple things so that she can have a say in how her hair looks. I find that this makes her more likely to just kind of sit still and be a lot more accommodating to what I need. And so she opted to have her flat twist in the front going straight back. I think she likes this because she thinks it's the fastest. I'm going to be doing the one in the middle, like a twist straight in the middle instead of parting it in the middle, just to give that middle section a break from always having the sun hitting it. And then I'm just going to start by doing 2 sections in the front, and then I twist, pick up some hair and add it to my fingers, and then I twist again. And I will show a different angle that is much easier to see what I'm doing in just a moment. So once I'm at the very end of the scalp portion, I put a rubber band on there and I separate the hair into 3 strands instead of 2, and I continue with the 3-strand twists. And I'm doing this because I am already planning on doing a twist out, and I find that the 3-strand twists offer a much better twist out than 2-strand. And so the rubber band right there just helps me do that without any trouble. And so I'm going to continue by doing the twists. And I like to put the clips here just so that the hair just stays out of my way, and it also keeps the twist elongated. So I learned to flat twist by watching YouTube videos myself a few years ago, and I find that just practicing while you're watching the video really helps. And so I'm adding the hair to one section, I'm twisting it, making sure that it's nice and tight, and then just adding the hair to the next section and continuing until I'm at the end of the scalp section. I really enjoy doing flat twists because I feel like they're more gentle on the scalp and they just look really elegant. And so here is our finished product. All of the twists are not the same size, and that is okay. She also has different textures in the back of her head and like from the back and the middle. And so some of the twists are a little bit poofier than others. And as I mentioned, I think that's kind of what makes this style look really beautiful, is that it doesn't have to be perfectly done. And here is her hair about 8 days later. She's been playing lots outside. It's been, a few days that it was drizzling, and they still look really nice. The twist out looks great. And this is what I love about these 2-in-1 hairstyles, is that the first part of the hairstyle kind of preserves the hair, and you're able to stretch the style a little bit longer without compromising the beauty of it. And so here I added a headband, and that just adds like a nice little transition for covering up the rubber bands, and we're both really happy with how this turned out. As always, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate every single view and like and comment and thumbs up. Please leave any comments below if you have any questions or any suggestions for future videos.